Hi Barry, my name is Jeff Traugott. I make guitars in Santa Cruz, California, and we're going to talk today about this multi-scale guitar that I built originally for Charlie Hunter. This is a semi-hollow acoustic electric with a solid spruce block in the center. It's a fan fret orientation to accept 3 bass strings and 4 guitar strings. So the scale length on the lowest string is 29 inches at 100 gauge strings tuned down to a low G, and that allows this string to vibrate and sound great with that longer scale length. The first string on the guitar is actually equated to the second string on a standard guitar, a B, except tuned up 2 whole steps to D, and that string is playing at a 25.5 inch scale. This fan fret system came into being in the late 1500s and allows instruments that have the need for multi-scales to be able to be played more in tune and also to have more of a correct scale for the individual pitch. So having a low G on a guitar would not work with a standard guitar pitch, especially with a 100 gauge string. So having this longer scale, 29 inches in this case, allows that to sound great and play great. This particular instrument came into being with Charlie Hunter in collaboration with Ralph Novak originally, and they kind of perfected this whole idea, and then I've gotten a chance to make a few instruments for Charlie. And this one again is a semi-hollow, so it's got a solid spruce block. Then the pickups are made by Jason Lawler, specific to the sound that Charlie's trying to get. One pickup for the bass strings, and then one pickup for the guitar strings. I made the bridge from brass, and then I wanted to use these standard brass saddles that you can get. So I needed to figure out some way to allow them to adjust fore and aft, so I came up with this bridge design. There's some other bridge designs and something new that I'm going to try on the next instrument. I'm currently making another solid body for Charlie shortly. This instrument is made with German spruce on the top, Brazilian rosewood on the back and sides. It's bound in ebony with koa purflings. The neck is semi-unusual on this, in that it's a mahogany neck that I carved and then did an overlayment of carbon fiber so that it would be very stable, very stiff. There's a lot of string tension on this instrument, and traveling around this kind of eliminates the need for neck adjustments, which is a great thing. So I actually didn't have any experience using carbon fiber, so I hooked up with my great friend Ken Parker and flew out to his house, and he allowed me to pick his brain and help me do this. And we overlaid this, and then that pretty much describes the instrument. The frets, we use this gold fretware that's very hard, and you can end up playing and playing and playing without having to do, refrets or a lot of fret mills. Then I'm using the Goto tuners, bass tuners for the 3 bass strings, and then standard guitar tuners on the guitar strings. The guitar sounds great, and
the strings go through the body?
The strings go through the body, yes. So what I've done is just put string anchors on the back, and they're through holes. Thread the string through the back, comes up through the saddles, and string it up, not unlike.
What's the advantage to doing that rather than having them on the bridge?
Nothing necessarily. Some people believe there's a certain sound advantage. I'm not 100% sure whether it is or not. But on the next version of this guitar, I'm actually going to use some bridges. Because it's a fan fret, I can't use stock anything. So I can't use a bridge that I can just try out to see what the sound differences are. But now there's a guy making some individual saddles that I can use that are really essentially bridges and saddles all in one. So I'm going to work with those on the next one, and they'll be one for each string, and the ball end anchors in that saddle itself. So I think that's going to be fun, and I think it'll change the string tension, hopefully lower it a bit, and that'll be interesting.
Cool.
Charlie plays with an extremely high action, most people can't play this instrument because of the fact that the strings are way off the fretboard. But he really drives the low end of the guitar, and in doing